Okay, so hello everyone. Today I'm going to share with you my journey, my reflections of 2 days, which are day 4, 5, which are day 4 and day 5. So in past 2 days, I have learned about the continuation of load balancers. Means I was remaining with the few load balancers, which are gateway load balancer and network load balancer. So I have covered them in depth, and also after it, I get started with the auto scaling groups. So I was aware of the concept of the auto scaling groups earlier, so it was not a very tough task for me to devise them and but few things like this sticky sessions and session affinities concepts which I had to learn from scratch. So it took a lot of time for me to do the hands-on regarding this all and to make notes and to implement them. So it took me today whole day. So yes, I was doing the hands-on regarding all these things. So yeah, and also I have to keep in mind that it does not cost any charge for me. So all in all, I had learned about this auto scaling groups and load balancers, all type of load balancers. Like in Elastic load balancers, we have application load balancer, we have gateway load balancer, we have network load balancers, and earlier we had one more load balancer named classic load balancer, which are not in use. Because of we have because of few concepts like containerization, and we use the concepts like Docker and so on. So earlier we the classic load balancer is not in use that much. Also, this concept which is of which I'm sharing the screen, which is cross zone load balancing, is the one of the greatest invention or development of by the engineers. So in this, I had learned that how the load balancing by this cross zone works. So, what all in all cross zone load balancing does is when we are with cross zone, it will just divide the number of users, or it will balance the load based on the numbers. Whereas if we are not using the cross zone load balancing, it will balance the load based on the percentages. So this percentage thing excites me the most. Means impresses me the most. Means it will balance the load based on the percentages. So it will be great thing. Like if there is a 50% traffic, then 20%, 25% of traffic will be on the one load balancer, and one EC2 instance, and another will be on the another EC2 instance. Also, the concept of forwarding the load balancer through the load balancer is very great for me. So also I learned about this SSL concept. The SNI concept is also great for me because the SNI is from the perspective of the client. Means this SNI is on the client side. Means when the client request, then this SNI will check for the certificates and all. So yeah, that's what this SNI does. Also, I had done with this connection draining of concept. Means basically, if the EC2 instance is not working correctly, then this connection draining will happen. Also, talking about the auto scaling, as I had said that I was aware of the terms like minimum EC2 instance required, or desired EC2 instance required, or maximum EC2 instance required, and this is how we associates the launch template with auto scaling groups. We associate the after that, if we want to merge the load balancer with this auto scaling group, then how we will do it, and how we will associate the security group with the load balancer, and also associate the target groups with the load balancer, keeping the auto scaling in the mind. So it was very great for me. Means auto scaling with load balancer was very great hands-on for me. So yeah, I learned a lot regarding this journey. And talking about today, what I had learned is today means it's 20th October, 2 a.m. right now. But I'm talking about the 19th October, where when I was studying all these concepts. So talking about the cloud front, basically what cloud front is that if I want to send something with very less latency, then I will use CloudFront, or the rival of CloudFront, which is this global accelerator. So means what global accelerator is we use for is if we want to transfer a video or image file, means the if I want to send something, and if I do not care if some packets will lose, then I will use global accelerator. Means for TCP, means for UDP protocol, I will prefer this global accelerator. Also, there are so many use cases. I have wrote them here. Like if both the things present in the both the architectures, means both the services is like the global network and the edge location all around the world. Also, the service is integrated, means the AWS Shield service is integrated with both these services, so that for the DDoS protection. Now, what are the edge locations? Edge locations are basically are the means they are the kind of servers or the main thing, main part of CD and this content network delivery, or yeah, this is the right term if I'm this is what it stands for, CDN, this whole concept on which the CloudFront is created. So yeah, the CDN will help the CloudFront to send the to cache the data on the edge location so that the user can load that particular image or a particular website, the dynamic content on his page, on her page. So yeah, that's what the CloudFront, the edge locations are for. Also, one more important thing I had learned was this cache validation was also a very great concept. This one more concept I wanted to show is was of TTL. Means what happens actually is like if the user is consuming the content from the cache location, but on the S3 bucket, means in the origin, the data has incurred on means the data has changed. So but the because of TTL, the time to live, the data is not reflected in these changes in this edge location. Now what the user should do, so the user can bypass this TTL, means time to live, and do this invalidation, the cache invalidation, the term, if I'm using the term right. Uh, After invalidating this cache, we can move ahead and bypass the DTA and access the content and cache it to the edge location again. So yeah, this is the great concept I had learned. So the thinking from the engineer's mindset, how what the engineer mindset had thought, how they had found the problem, like yeah, this is the main issue that yeah, how can we bypass this TTL? How this the engineers are great. The engineers are great. Yeah, so now I am able to generate the perspective of the engineers. I'm still finding that cache invalidation. Yeah, here's the concept. Means we can basically bypass the DTL. Yeah. So this is all I wanted to share everyone. I am using my Samsung tablet very uh, excitedly, and I'm enjoying all the creating notes and sharing my journey with you all. So yeah, I want to share so many things, but it's already 8 minutes of length of the video, so I will stop it now and see you then. Yeah, talking about my Kubernetes journey, what I'm thinking is like I will completely aim about the software solution architect exam, solution architect associate exam, and then we'll start focusing on CKA exam because what my perspective is like I will crack the cloud engineer job first, and then after I will apply for the DevOps engineer. Then I will start my career as a DevOps engineer. So I want to go on very particular path. I want to follow it. So yeah, now my camera is not responding properly. So yeah, I would like to stop my video and mm, bye everyone. Thank you. Thank you for listening to me. Bye.